Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who is new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. Sweeties, I feel like I'm always like this now when I'm saying hi to you. Without makeup on, this is so strange, but we're getting used to it. So anyway, when I'm filming this, this is probably the Friday morning before you're seeing this, I hope. I just got this yesterday in the mail and I just felt like I have to immediately go to this because seriously. Okay, so there we have an ice cream truck. Sweeties, I have not touched ice cream in a very long time, but I am, let me show you the palette. So first of all, this opens up like this, and then you probably have seen this a million times by so many people. Let me just, this cute packaging. Okay, and there we have this Ice Cream Dream palette from Glamlite. So I have been so torn. Should I get this palette? Should I not get this palette? Actually, I knew immediately that I wanted to have this palette. Seriously. But, and it's not even because it's food themed. It's because it looks like this. And you know what? I have not been the biggest fan of pastels, but I kind of still keep hoping that at some point I'm going to come around and I'm going to start to love pastels. So that's what we're going to try to do today. And honestly, I feel like I want to do a cut crease, like a really winged out cut crease, one of my famous ones. They're not famous, but I've not done them for so long. I just don't have any cut crease canvas or anything like that right now, so I kind of have to wing it. You know, so we shall see. I really don't know. The placement wise, I feel like I want to have this yellow definitely on my lid, maybe also this white. I really have no idea what I'm gonna do, which is a bit of a problem right now. Okay, so maybe we should just, I don't know, we should just go in with something. Let's start maybe with, should I just point like, I have no idea. It's 30 shades, it's beautiful shades, and I'm, you know, it doesn't really happen a lot to me that I get like overwhelmed by big palettes. And it's not like I'm overwhelmed, it's just that I have so many pictures in my brain right now, what I could do, and I can't decide. Yeah. Alright, so maybe let's zoom in, because last time I just forgot to zoom you guys in. I'm in my sleeping t-shirt, so just so you know. Yeah. Let's just start with something. What could I possibly... Let's just go in with mint chocolate, because really, why not? This is this one. And let's start that out in the inner corner. And also maybe you have seen that I did, maybe, I don't know if it shows up on the camera, that I have not put on any eyeshadow base here on my movable lid or whatever it's called, because I'm planning to cut that away anyway. So it's horrible. Okay, let me just get my mirror closer. I hope that doesn't show up in the frame. Okay, so we're gonna go in full force. I'm so nervous. Pastels. Yeah. Alright, let's just see what that does, because I have seen not a lot of videos, but some of my YouTube friends have of course gotten this, and of course my YouTube friends are always beautiful to me, you know, so I can't even say, is this really a good palette, is it not, you know, so I definitely want to judge for myself. This, like the first strokes of the first shade, actually seems to be working super well for pastel, you know, because usually they feel like thin and a little bit like, yeah, on me. And but I still, even if it is pastels, I still want them to be vibrant, you know. So I'm sort of trying to blend it out towards the top already, because I'm not planning to put anything really on top of, like, higher than this. So let's just see, and then I'm sort of also building it up at the same time as we go. And then maybe let's take a different brush and go in with what? With what? I don't know. Should we go to purple? Does that make sense? Does it have to make sense? I don't think so. So maybe we should go into this one, Honey Lavender, okay? Let's just try. Like, really, I mean, I always have to tell myself, Leorah, what is the worst thing that could possibly happen? You know, is it gonna be really horrible? No, Is it still just makeup? Yes. But on the other hand, for me, makeup is never just makeup, you know. Makeup is so important for me. It's my heart and soul, you know. So I want this to work, and also on kind of a spiritual level, I want my makeup to serve me, you know, because I feel like this is my place. I deserve, I don't know, I deserve it. That doesn't sound right, but I want it to work for me. I want it, you know. So anyway, that's how I feel about my makeup. Now I kind of wish I had a dark blue matte in here, but of course this is not going to happen. It's funny how, like, when they meet here, how it turns sort of, I don't know, does that come across on camera? Does it turns a little bit like to blue, like a hint of blue, which I don't mind. It's cute. There's actually this beautiful periwinkle blue also here, which is called Cookie Monster. This one. This is also so pretty. But anyway, I wish I had more faces, more faces per day. Okay, so I think for now I'm gonna just leave it like this, because I just want to sort of set the rules, like for the look, you know. Let me get another brush. This is I need so many brushes, seriously. Okay, maybe now I could go either into this one, into the raspberry, or into the black cherry, or maybe I could use both. I don't know. Let's just go into the raspberry first. Sweeties, I'm so sorry. This is like, I need to just like build the look while I'm doing it, you know? Yeah, maybe I should use this, and then like a little bit further down towards the actual cut crease, I should put the black cherry. Maybe that. Let's see. I don't know. Was that a good idea? Okay, placement wise, I think this looks okay. Execution wise, it looks horrible, but we're still gonna work on this. I never feel like I need to blend everything immediately in order to go to the next step. I usually don't do that. You probably see me quite often just placing everything, and then I see, you know, how I'm gonna blend it. But anyway, all right, maybe even what I also could do is, because I have the option here in this palette, I can go in with a bit of a smaller brush with one of those lighter pinks here. That also gives me at the same time the option like to use more of the shadows. So maybe let's go in with bubblegum with this one and place it on top of the pink of the raspberry shade, like this. It makes it all a little bit more like softer, you know, a little bit softer. So now that we have officially reached the hairline, how much more space can I take for this look? Okay, I think that I could do it like this, and then maybe towards the which brush, a smaller brush, and I'm going to use that black cherry now, and I'm going to try to put it, I don't know, somewhere here. So I have to say that these shadows seem to be working really well so far. I had no idea, like I didn't expect that. I don't know, I don't remember so much anymore how the cake palette performed. I know that I was not, like, it was good, especially the mattes were good, but the shimmers I wasn't so blown away. I always say it wrong. I wasn't too blown away. So, but let's see how it all comes together, because I also have not used those shimmers yet in this palette here, so we shall just have to see. All right, I hope I'm not going to mix up all of these brushes here, because OCD. Where's my pink? Where's the pink that I just wanted to use here? Okay, let's just build that up in the middle again. This brush is by now almost too big for this space here, but anyway, I'm gonna just try to use the tip only. Okay, I have to go and visit my in-laws today. Oh, yeah. It's good that they love me already, because otherwise I would be in trouble. Just imagine I would be dating and I would be meeting my future in-laws for the first time. Wow. Okay. I think actually this is starting to look really, really cool. I hope I'll be able to recreate this on the other side. Right now I'm just building up, you know, I'm just building up all of the shades a little bit and sort of blend them into each other. Yeah, so I hope I will be able to recreate this on the other side so it looks even. This has been going well. This has been going well. Okay, let me just go into my bone color matte. And I'm going to try, let me just adjust my mirror. I'm going to try to be super, super careful with this, because I don't want to like transfer shades between the different shades, you know what I mean? So I'm going to just smudge it along here and then wipe it off and then go to the next color. Here the space is of course much, much smaller than the mint green. Wipe it off. And now I'm going to go to the red or the pink. Okay, I don't think I'm going to do more. I think this could be... Alright, let me just do this on the other side and then we're going to work on the lid, which is super exciting. Okay, sweeties, this is how it looks so far, and I have to say I kind of really like it. I have not done a winged out cut crease for months and months, so this is a real, it's like I'm going through the stage of first times again, you know? Alright, I think, what did I use to do the cut crease? Because I really didn't have anything right now here, so I actually used this. This is the NYX eyeshadow base in white. I got that sent by my bestie in America just to try, you know? And I felt like, you see the white rim probably on the top there, and I only used it to cut out the cut crease. And then I sort of smudged it away as much as possible. And then on top of that, I put my Sigma eyeshadow primer, because I am so scared to use the wrong primer and then just lose the whole look, you know, so don't want to do that. Okay, so shimmer wise, let's see. I want to definitely use that white in the inner corner, so I'm going to save myself that. I think I want to go in with the yellow first and then with the green. So let's just start with that, and maybe I can figure out what else I want to do, because I don't know. I feel like I want to use shimmers the whole way, you know, because now we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mattes here on the top of the crease. So let's just use shimmers, because why not, right? Okay, let's see how they pick up on the brush. Okay, they seem to be the same formula that I remember from the cake palette, but you see, it's already creasing. Already creasing here. Ugh, that is when I don't have, I don't know, please let me know if there is something where I can do cut creases with that works, you know. Cut crease canvas from Revolution, not a fan. P. Louise base, not a fan. Is there anything else? Seriously, like really? That's why, I mean, I can try to use a concealer, of course, and then sort of just cut it out with that, and then remove it all with micellar water, and then just try to put my regular eyeshadow base in that place. This looks nice. This looks nice. This is of course not yet like the perfect application, because I kind of have to be like super precise with those cut creases, but just for now, okay? Just for now. Okay, so now let's maybe go in with the shade Birthday Cake, which is this. It's like a light green. Sweeties, when I tell you what my birthday cakes look like, you want to know? Yeah, for the last 2 years my birthday cakes were carrots with candles. Carrots. Yeah. Okay, so this looks though a little bit too similar, I have to say, on the eye. It looks a little bit too similar to actually this mint, the mint chocolate shade that we used there in the inner part of the crease, I think. So I'm not going to use this one here too much. I thought it would be a little bit more green. Well, maybe if I build it up, maybe then it's going to show up a little bit more green. Okay, so now we have to be really smart about this. What are we gonna do? I hate to make decisions like this. I don't know. We have several neutral leaning shimmers in here. This one, this one, this one, and this one. Actually, this looks more like a peachy gold kind of a, you know, peachy pinky. I don't know. So this is, it could pass as a neutral, definitely, but it's not like a brown in that sense. So, okay, so we have this now down. This actually also looks super, super intriguing. This one, Rainbow Sherbet, maybe, but then we have a lot of pink here, you know, and I kind of don't want that. So I really don't know, sweeties. Should we go with the blue? Maybe we should go with the blue, because you know what? The blue shimmer is actually the only blue in the whole palette. So, okay, placement wise, this is what I want to do. Let's go in with the blue, which is called Cotton Candy, okay? And that is a light blue. And then maybe from there into a purple or something like this. Maybe we can do that. I think I should get an award for using the most shades in one look, sweeties. Please write to Glamlite and tell them that I should get an award for this. No, I'm just kidding. So anyway, this is, I think, placement wise what I want to do. And now I'm going to take another brush apparently, and now which one? Because we have several purples here. We have basically three: the dark one, the medium one, and then this one. And I kind of feel like I want to use the dark one. Should we use a dark one? Taro. What is taro? Taro. Is that an ice cream flavor? I have no idea. Sweeties, I don't know so many things, and I kind of also feel like I don't have to. Like, I don't care about a lot of stuff, you know? Like, ice cream is very, very low on the list of things that I care about. Because it is so very close to eating disorders, you know, for me personally. So, but I have to say also that I've come a long, long way. Like a year ago, I could not have used this palette. Could not have used this palette. And now I just don't, like, I don't even think about it, you know? It's so cool that I can actually do this without feeling horrible and without feeling guilty and without feeling yeah, okay, you know what, let's just do one more thing, and that is put a lighter shimmer on the bottom of this cut crease. A lighter, let me just find another brush. Wow, okay, maybe let's go into this one. This is Blueberry Cheesecake. Now I really deserve an award, and we haven't even done the lower lash line yet, sweeties. Really. Alright, I'm also going to, of course, then finish off the other eye and all of that, and then I'm going to come back and tell you about my first impression. But I also want to tell you that I'm not going to do swatches in this video, because actually today, later on today, when my daughter Kinneret gets up, I want to film a swatch video with her today, which you're going to see probably tomorrow. I'm going to try to have those videos up in... how do you say that? Like one after the other. Okay, so that is the plan. So we are going to be talking about life. And she is so looking forward to this. So I'm super thrilled to do that with her. And so there's not going to be swatches in this video, okay? It's going to come probably tomorrow or the day after, depending on, you know, how my upload schedule looks. Okay, I'm going to go in with a pencil brush again in this darker purple, and I'm just going to try to sort of re-emphasize the darker purple again. How are we doing? Is anyone still watching? Alright, something like that. That is that. I think I'm just going to finish everything besides, except, I don't know why I always say besides, except the lower lash line. Okay, I'm gonna basically do the other eye, and then I'm going to put on my foundation. No contouring it and all of that, but just that, and then I'm gonna come back and redo the lower lash line together. All right, so that is the plan. All right, I'll see you in a second. Alright, sweeties, this is how it looks now. I have still lash glue drying, so never mind that. I should show you the amount of brushes that I have used. Isn't that crazy? Like, seriously. Okay, so now we have the lower lash line still to do. I put sort of like a medium bright blue on my waterline, and I think, as I already told you, I want to put that white shimmer into the inner corner. And then I think what I want to do is actually something like, one would think it's the wrong way around, because I want to start with the darker shade in the inner part under my lower lash line, and then as we go out I want to get lighter. I've never done that, so I told you it's time for new things. Okay, I want to go in with more new shades, and I think I want to go into green tea, which is, it doesn't really look like green tea to me. It looks like, what does it look like? Like, this looks like, I don't know. Green tea for me is a little bit more muddy and a little bit more, but anyway. All right, so let's just see how this performs. Let me just adjust my mirror again. I'm not going to take too much space for this because we sort of have a very similar shade up here, but it is of course like the darker version of that shade. So I'm going to just put it here and leave enough space so we can still put the white shimmer in the inner corner. And then I actually want to go into this green. This is pistachio. This is beautiful. I love this one. Okay, so let's just go into this one, and then I also want to use the yellow matte. So let's just see here. Oh, I love greens. Greens are just my heart and soul. I just cannot. Greens are everything for me. I could do a green look probably every single day of the week, you know? I sometimes see it on my Instagram feed that I really like blues and greens. Have you noticed? And I even I try to switch it up, you know? I try to make it a little bit more interesting so that like different looks come up once in a while. But seriously, I have a lot of green and blue looks. This is beautiful. Okay, so another another brush. And now we're going to go into the yellow, which is this one right here. It's called Mango. All right, mangoes are so yummy. Okay, and this one I'm going to drag out up here. Like this. Should we count the shades that I have used in this look? Should we, sweeties? I don't even remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then with the inner corner it's going to be 14 shades. I think I deserve an award for this, seriously now, really. I've been working really hard on this one here. Actually, it wasn't so bad. It was not such hard work. It was actually super fun. Okay, so this is basically what I want to do. I'm going to perfect it a tiny little bit more off camera before I come back. And now I'm seriously running out of brushes. Sweeties. Okay, so now let's go into French Vanilla, which is this one right here, and see how this works. This is like super ice, you know, super icy white. This is cool. This is really cool. I think this is really gonna like pop the look, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna drag it around the corner a little bit. Okay, I have to blend this out a little bit more. Like, as I told you, I have to perfect this a little bit more. But anyway, so this is the general idea. I'm going to finish this off. I'm going to finish off my face. And again, there's not going to be swatches right now. But in just a second, I'm going to come back with the whole styling in place and everything. And then we're going to chat a little bit what my first impression of this highly caloric thing was. Okay, just a second. Okay, sweeties, here we are with the finished look, with the finished styling, all in ice cream colors. I figured it's just a day like that. And it's actually super strange that I can still at the end of October wear stuff like this, like summer stuff, but it's so hot still here during the day. It's like unbelievable. So anyway, this is how the look turned out, and sweeties, I have to say that I think this is the most beautiful look anyone has ever created with this palette. Sorry. This sounds so horrible, but I shouldn't say that about myself, but I feel like this is the most spectacular look, seriously. Seriously, and I don't think ever, like, anyone of the people I know has used so many shades in one look. And I really, really like how it turned out. I also really, really like that here the darker part is at the inner part, you know. Usually I always go the other way because that is more traditional, you know, to have the lighter shadows here and then go darker. But, you know, there is something to that too. It is so, so cool. So anyway, before I talk about the performance, let's just, wait, this way. Sorry, I'm confused. Let's just take a closer look. All right, I have not done cut creases in such a long time. And as I told you, I do not have the perfect cut crease canvas or cut crease, I don't even know, you know, cut crease canvas, I guess, to do it properly, you know. So I was like trying to wing it a little bit, and that was not my best performance. I don't think. I think placement wise of the cut crease, I've done a more like nicer, more professional things, you know, but I think still it turned out really, really well. And considering with like what I was working with and how I was trying to sort of cover up the fact that I don't have the right material to work with, I think it turned out well. I mean, I do have the P. Louise base here, but sweeties, that thing is not working for me at all. And it's so funny because some of you love it so, so much, but it's just such a, you know, it's such a personal thing apparently. I don't know. So some people hate it, some people love it like to bits. I'm one of them who like really, really doesn't like it. Yeah. So unfortunately, that's what it is. All right. So what do I think about the palette? I think the palette, first of all, of course, beautiful packaging, very, very on theme. And I always, you know, also with the cake palette, when they had the nutritional value on the back and it said like 0 calories and all of that, that was so cute. Anyway, so I think this is, of course, super, super on theme, super on brand, obviously. And I'm so, so glad that I can say that I officially have no problem with this anymore. You know, I can let it stand. I can let it go and I can just be okay, you know? So I still would like to have a palette from Glamlite that is something healthy. You know, I still would like that. It could be an all green palette, you know, I would love that. But anyway, all right, so this is, of course, ice cream with sprinkles and a super spectacular packaging. Okay, then you open it, you have a very, very large mirror. You have 30 shades of mattes and shimmers. And mattes, of all the mattes that I've tried, I have to say that they all worked super well. Also super buildable, blendable. I actually really liked the performance of pastels. Like when that has never really happened, you know? Some time ago, a few months back, I worked with the pastel palette from Nomad Cosmetics, which was lighter leaning. So that was even more challenging because here at least you do have a little bit of depth in the palette, you know? But with that palette back then, the Tokyo palette, that was really, really hard for me and I was really struggling. I liked the looks because usually I like the looks how they come out, you know? Once I'm finished, I usually like the looks, but it is like the way to get there sometimes is a bit of a struggle. And for me, if it's just so, so light, it is a bit of a struggle. But with this, I have to say that I really, really enjoyed this. You know, I super enjoyed this and I really see myself like doing more. Of course, I'm going to do more with this, but it's super strange. I did not think that I would enjoy it so much, you know? So that was really, really nice. The shimmers is not my favorite formula, and maybe, I don't know if it came across on camera now when I zoomed you in, that it looks a little bit like it's splitting a little bit and stuff like that, and usually I do not have that on my Sigma eyeshadow primer at all. So it picks up nicely on the brush and the performance is okay. It's not my favorite formula though, but it is okay. All right, so that is what I want to say. The white is spectacular. The white that I have in my inner corner, super spectacular, really, really beautiful. And of course, I haven't used all of them. So, I mean, seriously, how much more could I use possibly? So yeah, that is that. I really, really felt like this could be the thing, you know, that wins me over to actually liking pastels. This might be the first palette that is mostly pastels, because I don't think, like, I don't consider this really pastels here and there. You know, this is already too dark, I think. But that is mostly pastels that I could actually really, really love. So this is the second palette that I have from Glamlite. The first one was, of course, the cake palette, which was back then a super big deal for me to buy this, considering, you know, my eating disorder background and all of that. But it was a super big deal. But this palette was just also so vibrant and beautiful. The color scheme was out of this world stunning. So I was super glad that I bought that. And now also with this one, I think this is quite the winner, sweeties. Quite the winner. So of course I also want to give a special shout out to one of my subscribers. Her name is Ivory, and she lives in the US. And when I had the biggest trouble to get this palette, because I wanted to, like, I was online, I was trying, but the website kept collapsing on me. And at the same time, that was not planned, Ari reached out to me through DM on Instagram, and for another reason, you know. And then she said, is there anything else I can do for you? And then I said, you know what? And I felt like this sounds so stupid. This sounds like I'm asking someone to buy a palette for me. But I said then to myself, you know, if I don't ask, you know, nobody's gonna help. So, and I really wanted to have this palette. So I said, you know what, if you could order this for me and I'll reimburse you, you know, I'll send you the money by PayPal, but if you could buy this for me, because I just cannot get it done. It doesn't work. The website keeps collapsing on me, and maybe someone who is not local gets pushed out faster. I don't know. I have really no idea how that works. And she said, you know what, Leorah, I wanted to buy something from the new launch anyway, so that will then give us free shipping and stuff like that. So it worked out for the best, and she did that. And she also sent me 2 other palettes, which is really nice. And I'm going to talk about that also in the upcoming haul, my collected haul for the whole month. So anyway, thank you so much, Ari, that you did that and shipped it to me, because I'm so glad that I have it now. And God's blessings to you. Seriously, I'm so grateful. So then I also wanted to tell you that, of course, as I already mentioned in the video, the swatches will come in probably tomorrow's video. So I'm going to look exactly like that, because I'm going to call my daughter now, and we are going to sit down and film that video, like right now. We're going to swatch together. We're going to talk with she's 9 years old, almost 10, and we're going to talk about life together while we swatch this palette. So I think that's a fun idea. And that's what we're gonna do now. So besides that, let me know what you think about the look, about Glamlite, about the palette. Do you have it? Do you want it? And all of that. Besides that, of course, you will find everything that I've used besides this palette here in the description box down below. You will find my discount codes, all my social media, all of what you need to know. And if you're new here, I would love it if you were to subscribe to my channel, and I will see all of you back here tomorrow for my next video. And up until then, definitely go ahead and sparkle. Hugs and kisses. Bye.